another jewelry making video brought to you by keepsakecrafts.net. Today we're going to make these bead and wire earrings using an interesting wrapping technique that makes the wire a feature. So to make these earrings you will need 2 ear wires, 2 head pins, 2 8mm beads, 4 to 5mm beads, and some wire. I'll talk more about that in a minute. For tools, you'll need chain nose pliers, round nose pliers, wire cutters, and possibly a pair of nylon jaw pliers. Today I've gone with beads in shades of copper and brown. I love these goldstone looking beads, but you can choose whatever colors you like. So I've gone ahead and made one of these earrings to show you how it looks completed. And I'm not 100% satisfied with it, and I think it's because of the gauge of the wire. I really wanted to use this brown wire, but I could only find it in 20 and 26 gauge, and I think this is just a little too fine, so that these wires on the edges don't hold their shape as nicely as a heavier gauge would. So my recommendation is if you can find your wire in a 24 or a 22 gauge, 20 is probably too heavy. I think you might be more satisfied with the results. That being said, we're going to go ahead and proceed with the 26 gauge wire to make the matching earring. And the first thing that you need to do is fold your wires in half and just make a loop right at the center. And if you're using heavier gauge wire, you might need to use pliers to bend that loop. And then we're just going to put that loop right over the head pin, slide it right down to the head of the head pin, and hold it there and cross one of the wires over the other, and then give them a pull so that they're straight. Now again, if you're using heavier gauge wire, you might have to hold these wires with pliers and give them a tug so that they're nice and straight. But with this we don't have to. And then repeat with all 3 of your wires, folding them in half and putting them over the head pin. So here I have all 3 of my wires over my head pin. It doesn't look like anything great yet. And then we're going to slide our 8mm bead onto the head pin. And you can use that bead to kind of smush down any of the wraps that didn't get flat enough for you. And now you're going to find the wire, the 2 ends of the wire that are closest to the bead you just added, and just bring them up over the wire and wrap them a couple times around the head pin and trim off the excess wire, using chain nose pliers to tuck in the end if you need to. So do one side. The reason I suggested the nylon jaw pliers at the beginning of the video is that you want to make sure your wires are very straight and have no bends or kinks. Otherwise your loops on the sides of your beads won't have a nice shape to them. So if you find that your wire needs a little straightening, you can use the nylon jaw pliers for that. Next we'll slide on one of our smaller beads. Today I've chosen these champagne colored 5mm crystals. Slide that on. You can use it to sort of compress those wraps you just made above your 8mm bead. And now take the middle set of wires that you added and repeat what you just did, wrapping them above this smaller bead you just added and trimming the excess. One more time, add one of your smaller beads, use it to compress those previous wraps, and take the remaining 2 wires and wrap them above it. And you can sort of see what I mean, that if I had used heavier gauge wire, the wrapping would have been a little bit trickier to do, but I think they would have held their shape more nicely. Trim that head pin so it's 3/8 of an inch, and then use your round nose pliers to make a simple loop. And the final step is to add your ear wire. And there you have it, a rather interesting wire wrapping technique to make a unique pair of earrings. Here's another look at the earrings we made today. It's kind of a fun wire wrapping technique and open to a lot of possibilities. Consider the fact that you could put on as many wires and beads as you want and have a whole series of loops. Just keep in mind your wires will have to be getting longer and longer. Have a lot of fun with this one. Choose colors and beads that you love and make yourself something special. If you like this video, please make sure you've subscribed to my channel so you see more like it, and also click like. And check out my blog keepsakecrafts.net, where I have lots of creative ideas and inspiration. Up on the screen are 2 more earring videos you might enjoy making, so give them a try. Happy creating. Bye-bye.